Hi, Day 9 of Mirror Work, Loving Your Inner Child, Part 2. Today, use mirror work to forgive the past and begin to love the beautiful child within. How are you and your inner child doing today? Are you getting to know each other a little better? I have found that working with the inner child is extremely valuable in helping to heal the hurts of the past. We are always in touch with the feelings of the frightened little child within us, but most of the time we are not in touch with the feelings. If your childhood was full of fear and physical or verbal battles, you may have a habit of mentally beating yourself up. When do you do this? You are continuing to treat your inner child in much the same way. The child inside, however, has no place to go. Many of us have an inner child who is lost and lonely and feels rejected. Perhaps the only contact we have had with our inner child for a long time is to scold and criticize it. Then we wonder why we are unhappy. We cannot reject a part of ourselves and still be in harmony within. Today, let's use our mirror work to move beyond our parents' limitations and connect with the little lost child inside. Let's forgive the past and begin to love this beautiful child within. This child needs to know that we care. Most of us have buried many feelings and hurts from the past. Learning to love your inner child is going to take time. Take all the time you need. Return to these exercises again and again. You will get there, I promise. Your inner child still carries the beliefs you developed early on. What our parents did to us in the past was a product of their consciousness. We are the parents now. We are using our consciousness now. If you are still refusing to take care of your inner child, you are stuck in your own resentment. Invariably, that means there is someone you still need to forgive. What resentment do you need to let go of? Why haven't you forgiven yourself for? And what is it you need to forgive yourself for? Now, for now, visualize that you're talking to your inner child by the hand and going everywhere together for a few days. Love is the biggest eraser I know. It erases even the deepest and the most painful memories because love goes deeper than anything else. Think for a moment, do you want a life of pain or you want a life of joy? The choice and power is always within you. Look into your eyes and love yourself and the little child within. Let's affirm, I love my inner child. I'm in charge of my life now. Your Day 9 mirror work exercise. Go to your bathroom mirror and look at the picture of yourself as a child that you taped to it yesterday. Take a moment right now and tell your inner child, that you care. Say these affirmations: I care about you. I love you. I really love you. Sit in front of your mirror if you can, or sit and look into a handheld mirror. Continue the conversation with your inner child that you began yesterday. You could open with an apology saying something like, I'm sorry I haven't talked to you over the years. I'm sorry I scolded you for so long. I want to make up for all the time we spent together apart from each other. If you haven't talked to inner child in 50 or 60 years, it may take some time before you feel like you're reconnecting. But be persistent. Eventually, you will make a connection. You may feel the child inside you. You may hear the child inside you. You may even see the child inside you. Keep your tissue box nearby. It's okay to cry while you're talking to your inner child. Tears will help you to break through and connect with the child inside you. The power is within you. Your day 9 journaling exercise. When you were little, what did you really like to do? Write down everything that comes to your mind. When was the last time you did any of these things? Too often, the parent inside us will stop us from having fun because it's not the adult thing to do. Now put down your journal and go outside and play with your little child. Have fun. Do the silly things you loved to do when you were young, like jumping in a pile of leaves or running under the garden sprinkler. Watch other children at play. It will bring back memories of the games you enjoyed. If you want more connection in your life of fun, make the connection with your inner child and come from that space of spontaneity. I promise that you will start having more fun. Your heart thought for the day is, I'm willing to change and grow. You're willing to learn new things because you do not know them at all. You're willing to drop old concepts when they no longer work for you. Growing and changing is exciting, even if you have to look at some painful things within you in order to do so. Your day 9 meditation. Loving the inner child. Take a comfortable position. Take a deep breath and slowly close your eyes. Go back in time. See yourself as a little child of 5. Hold out your arms to this child and say, I am your future and I have come to love you. Embrace this child lovingly and then bring it with you to the present time. See the two of you standing at a mirror, looking at each other lovingly. And as you stand there, become aware that there are so many parts of you that are missing. Now go back in time even further to the very moment you were born. You have just come down to the birth canal. It may have been a very difficult trip. You feel the cold air and see the bright lights, and someone may just have smacked you. You have arrived. You are here to live a whole lifetime. Love that little tiny baby. Love that little tiny baby. Now move forward in time to the moment when you began to walk. You would stand up and fall down, stand up and fall down, and stand up and fall down. And then suddenly you were standing and you took a step and another step and you were walking. You were so proud of yourself. Love that little child. Love that little child. Then move forward in time to the first day of your school. You didn't want to leave your mother, but you did. You took your first steps over the threshold of your school. You were scared, but you did it. You were doing the best you could. Love that child. Love that child. Then remember your life around the age of 10 and everything that you were going on then. It may have been wonderful. It may have been difficult. You were doing your very best you could do to survive, and you made it. Love that child. Love that child. Now go forward to the time you were entering puberty and remember all that was going on. It was exciting and scary, and maybe more than you could handle, but you could go through it. You did the best you could, and you made it. So love that teenager. Love that teenager. Go to the time of your first job and how exciting it was to earn money. You wanted so badly to make a good impression, and there was so much to learn. But you did your best you could, and you succeeded. Love that person. Love that person. Remember the first time you were rejected in love and how much that heart hurt. You were sure no one would ever love you again. You were in such pain. You did the best you could, and you made it. Love that person. Love that person. Then go to another milestone in your life. It might have been embarrassing or painful or wonderful. Whatever it was, you were doing your best you could at the time with the understanding, knowledge, and awareness that you had then. So love that person. Love that person. Now gather all the many parts of yourself and bring them forward to the present. See yourself standing in front of the mirror with all of yourselves and realize that you're looking at the richness and fullness of your life. Of course, there were difficult times and painful times and embarrassing times and times of confusion. And that's all right. That's all part of life. Love all of yourself. Now turn around, and as you look ahead, see a person standing before you with arms outstretched, saying, I am your future, and I have come to love you. Life is an endless opportunity to love yourself, past, present, and future. Loving and accepting every part of yourself is healing. How can you possibly be whole or healed if you're rejecting any part of yourself? Healing is to make yourself whole again. Love yourself, every part of yourself, and be whole. All is well, and so it is. Take a deep breath and slowly come back to this space. And when you feel comfortable, slowly open your eyes with a big smile. Have a blessed day. Namaste.